Hey, one of this morning's daily sprint where we're starting our days off with greater purpose, passion, and meaning. And today, I want to bring up the topic of courage. So courage is demonstrated by acting outwardly by anything you do not like inwardly. I got that definition from David Brooks. You might be quoting C.S. Lewis, but I think that is an absolutely phenomenal definition. So what are three ways that we can demonstrate courage? So remember, we're acting outwardly by anything we don't like internally. So three ways to demonstrate courage. Number one would be to admit our fears. To just say, if you're watching right now, you can just say, hey, I am afraid to tell my husband or wife that we need to work on our marriage. I'm afraid of their response. I'm afraid of launching this business. I'm afraid to put money in the stock market because I don't want to lose money. I'm afraid to buy an investment property because it may not work out. What are you afraid of right now that has been nagging at your brain to maybe take action of? What are you afraid? Hey, I'm afraid to tell my boss to stop speaking to me in this demeaning manner because he might get upset or fire me. What are you afraid? So number one, admit your fears. That is an act of courage. Number two, take action to explore those fears. So you've admitted it. Maybe you're brave enough and courageous enough to admit it right here in the comments. Now you can take action. So me, when after I got divorced, I was afraid to commit to anyone. And life is all about commitments. We get pure joy from commitment, but I was afraid. So I had to go to therapy. I had to go to several types of group therapy, private therapy, to really take action to explore my fear of lack of commitment. Okay, so we need to dig deep into that. And so that's how we take action. Number one, admit your fears. Number two, take action to explore the etiology, the foundation, where those fears come from. And again, some ways that you can take action after admitting them are to ask why, ask yourself why, ask trusted friends, trusted family members, therapy. There are many, many different ways that you can explore that. And number three, do small things daily to face those fears. So you don't want to be paralyzed by those fears. You'll never be paralyzed by fear when you do what you're afraid of. So if you're afraid of sending prospecting messages out, do one a day. One message a day. That is an action that is directly confronting that fear. So you might say, all right, I'm admitting I'm afraid to send prospecting. You dive deep. Well, I'm afraid of what people will say. I don't know. I don't want to come off this way or this way. So all those limiting beliefs will then come up, and then you'll go send out one prospecting message if that happens to be your fear. And then maybe the next week it's two. But think of small things that you can do to start confronting, actionably confronting on those fears. Love it. Thank you for tuning in this morning, and you have a great growth-driven rest of your day.